Some people are just avoidant or narcissistic. It's not always your reflection. Yes, it is, darling. Unfortunately, a lot of people have a lot of trouble accepting, understanding one consciousness. We are all connected. They can only reflect you in your reality. And I know this is very, very hard to accept, especially when someone treats you badly, especially when someone turns up and they act narcissistically, like love bombing you and then taking it all away and then abusing you or blaming you. Okay? I know it's very difficult, but you've got to understand that everyone's simply your reflection. Otherwise, you'll keep blaming everyone else and you won't notice the pattern in your life, and you won't notice why you got yourself in a narcissistic relationship, why you got yourself involved with someone who seemed avoidant. Now, if you got yourself in avoidant relationships and narcissistic relationships, my guess would be that in childhood, you're used to that. You're used to someone who doesn't give you the time, attention, and affection. Okay, or you're used to not being able to express yourself and you end up with an avoidant, or you had someone who was narcissistic in your household and then you end up with a narcissistic person. It's a whole lot of different things that can cause that, darling, but unfortunately, if you don't identify it, you'll write on people's videos like this. My followers who understand this will school you in it. You'll end up in an argument, all because you don't understand. It's like saying, I don't agree with the law of gravity. Well, I'm sorry, if you throw a basketball up in the air right now and then look at it, it's going to smack you in the face. This is going to continue to smack you in the face, darling, and you'll continue to get in relationships with narcs and avoidance, and you won't know why, and you'll sit down with your dumb female friends and you'll bitch about all these men that you picked and you stayed with, and they were all reflecting you. And you'll get to 80, and then one day you'll look back at the pattern and go, why was every guy I was with really emotionally avoidant? Why was every man I was narcissistic and treated me badly? Is it because deep down I didn't feel good enough? Or deep down I felt like I couldn't express myself? Or deep down I felt like they weren't going to give me the love, time, and affection that I really needed? It could be any of those things. I'm not saying it's those things, but you've got to understand they're reflecting your story about you. So, darling, instead of avoiding this and not understanding it, ask yourself, what in me gets reflected to others? Do I have a story that they won't meet my needs? Do I have a story that they're not going to give me emotional time, affection? They're not going to give me their emotions, and therefore I end up with people who seem avoidant? Do I have a story that people aren't going to give me what I need, therefore they don't and they treat me badly? What's your story that's getting reflected by them? When you see this, you can't unsee it.